YouTube. So sorry about that. Okay, so I was talking about flaws versus danger. I had already concluded the non-negotiables. What are the things that you would see and you would say and have a rethink about continuing with that relationship? I mentioned one of them is uncontrolled anger. When the person has uncontrolled anger, the temper is not put in check. When there is abuse of any sort, whether physical abuse, whether emotional abuse, cyber abuse, any form of abuse, when there is chronic lying, that kind of lie that the devil will even be shocked that this person's lie is bigger than my own lie. Those are things that should make you to begin to have a rethink. So now I'm going to be talking about flaws versus danger. We all agree that nobody is perfect. Even me talking to you, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We all have weaknesses, okay? But a dangerous behavior is that which the person excuses. So the person is not making any attempt to correct or improve his or herself. The person resists and refuses correction. So the person is displaying all those things I mentioned earlier. The person is abusive, has addictions, is not even working on coming out of. The person lies and all that. And he or she refuses corrections, or he or she does not want to take responsibility to ensure that he or she improves. Okay, let's meet a counselor. The person says no. The person is corrected. What he or she does is to give excuses. So the person gives excuses instead of taking responsibility for his or her action. Then that means the person is not ready to change. And those are signs of danger. So, what are the obvious signs that would make you know that, yes, it is time to quit this relationship? One of it would be that you are always afraid. Whenever you think about the relationship, you are scared. You have fear. The Bible tells us there is no fear in love. So if on the thoughts about that relationship, you are thinking about you getting married and you are always afraid, note that it will be time to walk away. Another time is that you are always unheard. In that relationship, you don't have your opinion. Is whatever the person says that stands. The person does not listen at all to your perspective. The person says, this is how I want this relationship to be, and this is how it is going to be. So you have no say at all. That is a red flag. That is a sign that it is time for you to quit that relationship. The mistake a lot of persons make, because they themselves do not have value, they just accept every nonsense that is thrown at them. But it will be necessary and it will be wise for you to place some value on yourself and tell yourself, I deserve more than this. Another one is that you feel drained. So it's like you are giving yourself, you are giving your all, you are exhausted. The relationship is exhausting you. It's like you are the one carrying the weight of the relationship upon yourself. It is only you that is making efforts to make that relationship to work. You are the only one making efforts to make that relationship to work. It will drain you. Note that it's going to continue when you get married. So it will be wise for you to, at this point, make decisions. Another one is that, in fact, I always tell people that peace is the ultimate signal that you need before you enter into relationship. If you are in a relationship and you do not have peace, please do not go ahead. Some persons are confused. How do I know? For those that are Christians, they ask questions like, how do I know if God is leading me, and all that kind of thing. The ultimate sign that God is in it is peace. Why? Because Jesus is the Prince of Peace. So if you are in a relationship and you do not have peace, please walk out of that relationship. Except you are able to take out time to think and reflect, find out, trace that lack of peace to something. What exactly is making you not to have peace in that relationship? Who is asking? Akebulam. Are you asking me if I'm married? Yes, I've been married for 18 years. Yes, I don't know if that question is for somebody else, but if it is for me, then yes, I've been married for 18 years. I don't look it. Okay, so as we round up, let's look at how to quit wisely. How to quit wisely. You know how some people end relationships? Instead of letting the person know, for so and so reason, this relationship cannot continue, or I'm not interested, they will just blank out. They will not take the person's calls. Do you understand? They will not take the person's calls for days, or they will just block the person. That's not a mature way to end relationships. So if you want to end a relationship, end with dignity. And let the person know that the relationship is ending. Some people will not end the relationship, they will just let it hang. Just the way you entered into the relationship formally, you let the person know that, okay, I agree to walk this journey with you. That is how you should formally end the relationship. Let the person know, I am no more interested for so and so reason. And please, no need for drama. You don't have to start insulting the person or doing things that will draw unnecessary attention. So I'm not interested in walking this journey because I can see that with the way it is going is not going to end in the way I expect it to end, and I want peace in my marriage. For so and so reason, I am ending this relationship. So end with dignity and ensure you don't create any scene or drama. Okay? And then the next thing you would want to do is to ensure that you heal. Because whether you like it or not, the fact that you have entered into a relationship, there must be some level of emotional attachment to that person. And coming out of the relationship, even if it is you that ended it for obvious reasons, you might need to take some time to heal so that you do not start another relationship. So don't rush into another relationship. You may want to seek counsel. You may want to take out time to reflect and to pray to be sure that before you enter into another relationship, your eyes are well opened. You do not repeat the same pattern again. So ensure you heal, because if you do not heal, you are likely to repeat the same pattern. You are likely to carry that pain into another relationship, and that would damage that relationship. Have you been blessed by this session? Have you subscribed to this channel? If you haven't subscribed, please do that right away. And I know too well that this is going to be a blessing to somebody. So like this video, share this video. And until our next episode, don't you ever forget that you deserve the best, and please go for the best. Bye. Oh, wow.